I miss a lot about living out here, man. I miss, like, I don't know, just like small things. I miss my neighbors. I miss my neighbor Otis. I had a neighbor named Otis before I moved. You know what the best part about my neighbor named Otis was? He was 7. I was walking down my street one day, and I had a kid on my bike stop me. He's like, "Hey, how old are you?" I was like, "I'm 32. He's like, "Cool, I'm 7. He's like, "What's your name?" I was like, "I'm Connor." He's like, "My name's Otis." I was like, "Fuck yeah." He's a cool dude. Had me over a barbecue, brews his own beer. He's good shit. He's a good guy. One thing that I did not think I was gonna dislike about living in LA, one thing I found out about myself, I don't like constant sunshine, Billings. I don't like it. It's too much pressure, okay? I got really used to living out here where the Mother Nature gives you 4 months out of the year where you have an excuse to be a piece of shit human, you know? I miss that. I can't do that in LA. I bartend 5 nights a week. I don't get a lot of alone time. Sometimes on my day off, I don't want to do anything, but I can't just not do anything because the sunshine is fucking always there, okay? It's like an overly positive friend that won't let me have a bad day, you know? I come home, I just want to sit on the couch, but the sun's just out there like, "Hey, come on out, maybe take a walk, do some yoga, you know? The day's waiting for you, why don't you do something today?" Like, I don't want to fucking do anything today. I want to sit home, watch some bad TV, eat some bad food. I want to watch The Meg and know that I couldn't have done anything better with my life that day, okay? That movie should really just be called The Fast and the Fishiest, because that's all that is. That's all it is. It's just... One thing I don't miss about Billings, though, is also the weather, okay? This wind the last few days, I've been hanging up banners around town, dude. This fucking wind the last few days. Gotten banner slapped like 4 or 5 times, okay? That's the only weather condition I can't deal with, man, okay? And I've spent a lot of time on the road. That's the only, I've thought too much about it. Like, it pisses me off that there's no justice for the wind, okay? It's just out punishing us all the time, bullying us all the time, and you can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it. I was filling up my car yesterday, again, running 50 errands, okay? We've been so busy this week. I've had more pieces of pizza than I've had hours of sleep, okay? We've been running around everywhere, and I'm trying to fill up my car, and that wind is just slamming my car door on my Achilles, you know? It's like, fucking stop! There's no justice for the wind. I wish I could turn the wind into a person, just for a day, Give it a taste of its own medicine, you know? Invite him and his dad out to fly a kite and not show up, you know? Show up outside his house 20 minutes before his alarm clock goes off. Kick his garbage can into the street, you know? Slap some tree branches against his window at 4 o'clock in the morning. Follow him around all day. Where you headed? I'm just gusting your balls, man. That's a nice haircut. Where'd you get that haircut? Oh, that's nice. Oh. Who's that on the phone? Who you trying to talk to, huh? Hey, I think you dropped this. Fucking beat it, nerd. Fucking... I told you, I thought about it too much, Billings. I thought about this a little too much. People act like I'm not supposed to get cold because I come from Montana. LA gets chilly, you know, it doesn't. I tell people, "Oh, I'm cold." But look at you from Montana, man. My nipples don't read maps, man. Okay, they don't. And it is crazy how brutal things will get out here. We just keep dealing with it, you know? Like, we don't get days off for snow, you know? I had 1 snow day in my schooling days, and it was the day I got my wisdom teeth taken out. It was bullshit. Bullshit. So other than that, the town just keeps running, doesn't it? 4 feet of snow, they don't give a shit. You got 2-wheel drive, good luck, okay? You are still expected to be here, okay? You can call Jimmy John's in the middle of a blizzard and be like, "Hey, excuse me, are you guys still delivering?" They'll just be like, I don't know, pussy, are you still hungry, huh? Got 12 Siberian Huskies hooked up to my O2 Alero. What you want? Man, coming up on 12 years of comedy, man, which means I'm coming up on 12 years of working in restaurants as well, you guys. I'm a bartender now. My grandma told me recently that I'm a 5th generation bartender. Yeah, it's for 5 generations, you guys. For 5 generations, my family has been wondering if they should be doing something else. It was funny because I was talking to my grandma about how different it is bartending in LA versus bartending here in Billings, because I work at like a pretty fancy spot, and it's a corporate spot also, so there's just rules. There's a lot more rules, you know? Like, one of my managers was talking to me, she was like, hey, you know, just a heads up, you know, if a table or a guest has had over 4 shots in an hour, you should probably let the manager know. I'm like, oh, okay. So where I come from, my manager has had 4 shots. My manager is gonna tell that person to quit being a pussy, okay? My manager will say, hey, if you're not gonna enjoy our services, get the fuck out of our bar, okay? No, oh man. I was telling her a story about how different it is, because I was listening to these guys on my bar top. I work in Beverly Hills, West Hollywood area. It's like, I had these 2 guys talking about inflation at my bar top. You know, working here in Billings, like, people are talking inflation, it's probably like sheet metal or hay or something, you know? But these guys are like, one of the guys is like, oh my God, those Prada shorts I bought for last month for $900, $1,200 this month. I told my grandma that story, and she goes, well, sounds like he's taking it up the shorts either way, if you ask me. My grandma's a beast, man. I think about my grandparents alive. All 4 of mine left alive. I'm a very fortunate person. I'm very blessed. I know when you guys look at me, you probably think that I have a pretty tough life, you know, but I'm actually a pretty lucky guy. I came from a good home, okay? I don't even use hair product. This is just the way your hair grows when you got too many forehead kisses as a baby, you guys, all right? But I've started thinking about my grandparents a lot more because LA is a stressful place to live. Driving out there is stressful. I've started honking at people. I never used to honk at people. I'm honky now, okay? And it's always an old person. It's always an old person. And then I feel like a dick. So I'm like, God damn it. And I think about my grandparents. And that's my grandpa I just honked at, you know? So now I've just learned to take a pause. Before I honk at somebody, I just take a pause. You know, I think, rather than honking at that person, I just call one of my grandparents and I tell them to get the fuck off the road, okay? I had a guy at my bar top a few weeks ago. I had a guy show up and he, East Coast guy, shows up real thick ass. He said, hey man, you know, what's going on? He's like, I'm fucking tired, man, fucking tired. Just flew in from the East Coast, man. Just flew in from the East Coast, fucking tired. Said both things like 4 times. I was like, all right, cool. He's like, hit me with an espresso martini, man. East Coast style. You know? So I was making the martini and I asked him, like, what part of the East Coast are you from, man? He goes, Cleveland. Cleveland? Right by the beach. Yeah. Dude held up the whole bar because I had to go to the back and Google how far is Cleveland from the beach. It's 8 hours. It's 8 hours. That's one thing that I have realized that I don't like about bartending. I hated serving. I served tables for a long time and I was like, this sucks. I don't like it. I was like, bartending will be so much better, which was stupid of me to think. If I don't like going to people and asking them what they want, if I don't like serving tables, why did I think it would be better if the table had me surrounded, Billings? Okay, why did I think that would be better? Because as a server, you can dip out for a minute. You know, you can walk away. You can go outside. You can go cry. Yell, fuck! You can walk in cooler really fast, you know? Any servers in the house? Servers? One more round of applause if you've seen somebody cry in a walk-in cooler. That is what's keeping your veggies fresh, Billings, okay? It's the tears of your server. Had a couple fighting at my bar top on their anniversary recently. Oh, it was fucking great. It was great. They were the only two at the bar top. They come in, order some drinks, immediately, bam, get to fight. And I'm back there folding linens, and they're just like, yeah, fuck you. I was like, I'm gonna give them a minute before I ask about appetizers. You know, I was like, I'm gonna give them a second. And they just keep fighting, keep bickering, and then finally, and they're both being mean. I can tell they're both being nasty, you know? And then finally they finish the drinks. I was like, well, at least gotta go ask if they want another round. So I go up, and the second I do, the girl changes her tone. She's like, baby, why are you talking to me like this? And the guy calls her out. He's like, no, fuck that. He's like, no. He's like, talk to me how you were just talking to me. He's like, don't change your tone just because this guy shows up. He's like pointing at me. I'm like, yeah, say what you were just saying, lady, you know? And she's like, baby, he's like, no, say what you were just saying. And she goes, baby, it's our anniversary. And he goes, nah, it's Wednesday now, bitch. We'll take the check, please. I'm mad that they left because I wanted to get them a free dessert that said Happy Wednesday on it, you know? I've also learned at bartending, I don't think you should trust adults that drink Mountain Dew. You should at least be skeptical. Do we have any dew drinkers? Any dew-doers? You, sir? You are? Okay. Do you play any video games? No. Do you own a four-wheeler or a motorcycle? No. Then you're a fucking meth head, man. You must be new because you're still looking pretty good, but... It is true. Ask any Billings bartender, man, there's a significant amount of overlap between adults that do the meth and adults that do the do, folks. Okay, there is a connection. I had a guy ask me for a Mountain Dew and Fireball one time. Yeah, I called the cops. I didn't know what to do. Need to get down here fast. This drywall is not going to hold this man for long, okay? You guys ever feel like a dick because something bad happens to somebody, but you're kind of more concerned how it minorly inconveniences you? I found out one of my coworkers was in the hospital a couple weeks ago, and I was like, fuck. He was gonna work my Saturday, you know? I was a chunky fella, so there was a while where I thought fitness was gonna be my life. Worked at a supplement store for a while, and it always cracked me up how often people would come into the supplement store. I'd always get some dude trying to get some protein or something. He'd be like, hey, yeah, I'm trying to find something to bulk up, but I don't want to get too big, you know. I don't want to get nasty big, you know. I don't want to get crazy, nasty ripped, you know. Okay, pal. We will take it slow then, okay? We will. I don't want to get you too fit, too fast here, pal. It would be funny if the supplements worked like that, though. Same guy comes in the next day, what the fuck, man? I told you to start with half a scoop, sir, okay?